First thing I do, let me the camera for a minute. I come in here, turn the main master power switch on, and I check the fuel gauges. This gauge and that gauge, and make sure they're full. Then I check to make sure both tanks are on. Then I shut the main master switch off. There. Then I've got to check the fuel, make sure there's no water. You probably can just stay over there instead of chasing me around, I guess. See, the gas comes out. I look in there, make sure there's no water. Then I go to the other side. Still no water. And then I have to, this comes out of the motor. A lot of people just spray the gas on the ground. I don't like to do that. I like to catch it. Normally you wouldn't. I'd fill it, empty it and fill it. But this is for video demonstration. And then I come and empty the gas back in here. They have in the back of the airplane, in the compartment in the back, in here, in the box in here, and has one of those things that are big enough to where you can drain fuel and then you pour the fuel back into the tank. That's convenient, but I like doing it that way. Okay, got check for water, that's done. Now, I have to check to visually see the gas in each tank. I'll take you come up here. And see the gas level up there. You got to visually check it. And then make sure that this is facing forward. And then do the same thing to the other tank. I'll take a video of that. Then while I'm up here, I look across the lane just to see if you see anything out of the ordinary, but nothing. Okay, that's the fuel check. That's done. So a lot of people do that as they go around and do the whole check. Pre-flight. I like to do it because I like carrying the gas thing in my hand as I'm walking around. Okay, now we come over here. Let me grab pre-flight checklist. This says everything you're supposed to look at when you do your pre-flight check. Okay, basically it's just step by step that you go through. I'm just not going to read them all off. But stand, everybody. Tiffany, stand a little forward here. You're right there. You're right there. Okay. I'm lowering the flaps to the full extent. There. Turn the master power back off again. Okay. Now, with that, first thing I look at is the wheel. Make sure it's got air in it. This thing's solid. I look at the brakes. Make sure there's no leaks. Nothing of that nature. Okay. That's the first part. Says landing gear, what you're checking on. Okay. Then the left tank, right tank, brake, we looked at all that. There's a transponder antenna underneath. I look, make sure that didn't get snapped off. It's there. And underneath here, I look for any crinkles and dents and anything that's out of the ordinary. Beacon light. I check the lights later. This, as I'm coming back, still looking for anything out of the ordinary. Look, bugs commit suicide, and then as you're checking, this is the horizontal stabilizer. You kind of grab it, give it a little bit of a move to see that there's no move, no wrinkles in there. This here on the elevator, make sure this weight, this is the counterweight, make sure that's in there, and then move it, make sure it moves freely. Look down in here. If you look at the nut, there's a piece of paint on the nut. You make sure that's there. If that's gone, it means the nut came loose. So you look at the hinge, make sure everything's good. Same inside here, look for the nut. And then same over here on the nut. There's the cables that work the thing. Look at the edge here. No damage. You never grab up here and turn, so do not push. It goes down at the bottom if you can move it back and forth. Same thing here, you look for anything out of the ordinary, antennas, lights up there. Same thing as this elevator. This elevator here is a trim pad. This is the trim piece. You look for, this is where it's been oiled, lubricated. Where the hinge is bad, same thing here. Make sure it's solid. Make sure the weight's there. Horizontal stabilizer. You see, I look for things like this, but this is just a bird, another bird suicide. Like from a distance, it looked like a crease in the wing, or the horizontal stabilizer, but it's just a bird or a bug. And then look along here, make sure the cap's on, screws are tight, no crinkles. Here's a GPS antenna, auxiliary antenna. Same thing here. Make sure there's no excessive play. And these are wear tabs you put on the rub. These are all solid, no cracks, dents. You know, I come under here, look at the hinges, make sure they're all. Grab this, get that solid. Paste on the nut. Same here. Aileron, you make sure there's nobody in the cab because the cockpit. Because when you stick your finger in here to check something like that, and somebody grabs that wheel and twists it, you take your finger off. Make sure that's good. Nuts, like I said, the pin's in here, like it's supposed to be. Same thing over here. Look at the diamond edge here. There's no cracks or anything. Whoops, sorry. Okay, over here. Then light. Same at leading edge of the wing. Over here, leading edge of the wing. While I was there, I didn't see. That's why you take the check, because I missed. While I was over here, I didn't look at the tire. Make sure this is here. The brakes. No leaks. No oil down. See, I didn't. That's why you take this, because I would have missed that. Okay. Okay. Anything else? These are for vents here for cooling inside. Make sure there ain't no bird or bees nesting there. It's really suck. You get flying. You open up a vent, cool off, and you got a cab full of bees. Same thing here is a vent too. A vent here. Check the oil. Yeah, they don't. When it gets about 6 quarts, then you add in a quart. But it's way in there, still good. Just had an oil change. Just had an oil change. I'll look down inside there, see if I see anything out of the ordinary, whatever. Look, all these screws all have to be pointed in the same direction, except for the Phillips. Like here. Make sure they're all fastened down tight. Make sure that's solid. No leaks around the front wheels round. And then you gotta have 3 fingers in here. You know, because if it gets less than 3, you got a problem. But I'm looking for oil. And a lot of the oil that's here isn't from this. It's actually from the engine. What's your head? And come around the front. The alternator belt, it's good and solid. I checked the wing, the prop. Like my finger across the ledge or your thumbnail. You never want to turn this. I mean, because the bang wheel's on and you turn it, you know, like. But if there's a crack or something in there, you gotta, you know. So it's all good. The spinner, screws, not look for anything out of the ordinary. Look inside there. You don't see no bird's nests or anything piled up in there. This all covered weeds or something, but nothing. Over here, this is what controls your gauges. Make sure that hole's clean. This actually, the pressure as the plane gets higher is actually what controls the gun. We'll go into detail on it, but that's what that's about. This is solid here. Look at the landing gear on this side. Strut, vent here, but no birds and SBs. This is a torpedo tube. It with this and this determines how gauges work. Plus, it's the speed. You don't ever blow in this. Ever blow into that. Okay, stall buzzer. This here is your vent for gas tanks. You look to make sure no dirt daubers got in here and made a little nest. Okay, lights. Lights are in here. Again, make sure there's nobody in the cockpit. One person even standing right there by the cockpit. You know, because if I had my finger right here like this, and somebody took that wheel and went like this, you can just imagine the swearing that would take place. Same thing. Look through here. The nuts. Got the tab or paint on them. This is the control rod. It's solid. It turns a little bit. There's a little bit of play where for the turnbuckle supposed to be there. Same here. Back to the same thing. And looking over here, looking for the same things. Already going to deal with it. And the antennas are up there. And that's it. Pretty much that part of the pre-flight. That's how you do a pre-flight.